and welcome once again to Math Magic. Now, today we are going to look at how we can describe movement. So, everybody get up. Yes, everybody. Yes, even you. Up, 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 up. Now, face me and take one step forward. There we go. Now take a step to the right. Make sure you stay facing me. Very good. Take a step back. And now a step to the left. You should all be right back where you started. When we took our steps forward, backward, to the right and to the left, we didn't change the direction we were facing. In order to change direction, we have to make a turn. Now, let's take a look at our learning sentences for today. I can tell if a turn is clockwise or anti-clockwise. I can tell a whole, a quarter and a half turn. I can make whole, quarter and half turns. I can talk about turns using the words clockwise, anti-clockwise, whole, quarter and half. Now, we are going to take a look at a snowboarder and we are going to watch him make some turns. Let's watch him now. Watch the snowboarder carefully. How many turns has he made? In which direction are the turns? Are they whole turns or are they parts of turns? Let's watch it again. The snowboarder made 2 whole turns. First one was in a direction that we call clockwise. Clockwise is when you turn in the same direction as a clock goes. Think about the numbers of the clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If you are turning in the same direction as the hands of the clock go around, you are turning clockwise. Now, the snowboarder's second turn was anti-clockwise. That means he was going in the opposite direction as the hands of a clock. So if you consider a clock and you go the other way, the numbers will be counting backwards. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So, today we're talking about the directions clockwise and anti-clockwise. So, now I want everybody up again. Yes, up, 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 up. Yes, even you. Don't be lazy. We are going to make a turn, a whole turn, clockwise. So, stretch out your arm. Imagine the hands of the clock in front of you. And now we make a whole turn clockwise all the way around and back again. Fabulous. So, now let's do the opposite. We're going to make a whole turn anti-clockwise. Stretch out your arms in front of you. There you are. And a whole turn anti-clockwise. Round and round and round we go, and there. Well done. Now we have just made 2 whole turns, clockwise and anti-clockwise. But you don't have to turn all the way around. Let's take a look at that snowboarder again. Watch the snowboarder carefully. How many turns is he making? Is he moving clockwise or anti-clockwise? Is he making a whole turn or a part of a turn? Very good. The snowboarder again made 2 turns. But this time, he didn't make a whole turn. He made half a turn. So his first turn was clockwise. So he didn't go all the way around the clock. He went halfway around the clock. From the top to the bottom, he made half a turn clockwise. And then he went back up again to where he started. So after he made half a turn clockwise, he made half a turn anti-clockwise. All right, let's try that too. Back up. Oh, no complaining. Don't be a lazy little lima bean. Come on, up you get. Arms out. Now, we are going to make half a turn clockwise. So, here we go. Half a turn clockwise. Oh my goodness, where did everyone go? There you are. If you did it correctly, you should have finished up facing directly away. So, let's try it doing half a turn anti-clockwise. Arm out, and here we go. Half a turn anti-clockwise. Did you manage it? Fabulous. All right, there's one more kind of turn we're going to look at. Let's take a look at that snowboarder one more time. He's turning, and turning. All right. This time, he didn't change direction. Stayed the same way every time. If we watched the snowboarder carefully, we noticed that he made one whole turn. He made one whole turn clockwise, but kept stopping. He turned and stopped, and turned and stopped, turned, stopped, turned, and then he was back where he started. So, what kind of a turn do you think he was making this time? Very good. He was making quarter turns. So, let's try a quarter turn clockwise. Come on, up. Yes, I know. Again, stop complaining. Now, we are going to make a quarter turn clockwise. In order for you and I to both be facing the same way in the same time, I have to start with my back to you, but you are going to start facing the screen. All right? So, here we go. Stretch your arm out. Are you stretching your arm out? Excellent. So, we are going to start with a quarter turn clockwise. Here we go. Now, if you have done your quarter turn clockwise correctly, you should be facing that way. Very good. Question. How many quarter turns clockwise do you think we need to do in order for you to be facing the front again and for me to be facing the back again? You might very well be right. Let's try it out. All right, so I'm going to face the back and you're going to face the screen. Here we go. 1 quarter turn clockwise. Here we are. We're facing the side. Facing the same side. Let's do another quarter turn clockwise. There. Now you should be facing the back. All right, are you ready for another quarter turn clockwise? Here we go. Now we're all facing the other side. So how many more quarter turns clockwise do we need to make before we are back where we started? I think you're right. Here we go. One more quarter turn clockwise. And fabulous. We all made it. So how many was that? Very good. 4 quarter turns clockwise makes a whole turn. Fantastic. For this next bit, you are going to need your whiteboard and your whiteboard marker. So if you don't have them yet, go off and get them and then come right back, okay? We are going to watch the snowboarder again. He's going to make 2 turns. You will watch him and then on your whiteboard write down if he's made clockwise, anti-clockwise turn and how big the turn is. Is it a whole turn, a half a turn or a quarter turn? Now, since I'm sure you don't want to write the whole word clockwise or the whole word anti-clockwise, if he makes a clockwise turn, just write a C. If he makes an anti-clockwise turn, just write an A. Okay? So, watch the snowboarder carefully now. Did you see? Did you watch him carefully? Let's take a look at what you have written down on your whiteboard. Now his first turn, in which direction was it? Very good. His first turn was clockwise. Was it a whole turn, a half a turn or a quarter turn? Excellent. First, he made half a turn clockwise. Very good. That's what you should have on your whiteboard. What about his second turn? Was it clockwise or anti-clockwise? Excellent. It was anti-clockwise. Was it a whole turn, a half turn, or a quarter turn? It was a quarter turn. So this is what you should have written on your whiteboard. Half a turn clockwise, a quarter turn anti-clockwise. Very well done. Very, very proud of you. When I am making turns clockwise and anti-clockwise, there are 2 different ways that I can reach the same position. For example, if I want to end up looking behind me, I can make half a turn clockwise. Just like that. Or I could make half a turn anti-clockwise. Like so. 2 different ways to get to the same place. How about if I am looking this way and I want to look at the back? Well, I could make a quarter turn clockwise. And there I am. Or I could make a 3/4 turn anti-clockwise. 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. There we are. 2 different ways to get to the same place again. That is what you are going to be doing on your workbook page. On your workbook page, you have a selection of animals. The page shows you the starting position and the ending position of each animal. And you have to figure out 2 different turns for each animal to make to get from the starting position to the finishing position. each animal will have a clockwise move and an anti-clockwise move to get to his finishing position. All right, so that is your workbook page. Have fun. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you have enjoyed today's lesson on clockwise and anti-clockwise. I certainly had so much fun. Now, what you need to do is to do page 10 in your activity book 2C. Don't forget, when you're finished, take a picture of it and post it to your portfolio so your teacher can see it. I've had a fabulous time with you today, and I look forward to seeing you again in our next lesson. Goodbye.